Hi, I'm Andy Aledort, and in this edition of In Deep, we'll be looking at the music of Bob Marley and reggae guitar style overall. In Bob Marley and the Wailers, you had three guitar players, generally speaking. Bob played guitar, and then two other guys. You had Junior Marvin and Al Anderson. And very much like funk music, the way reggae music works is you have relatively complex arrangements that are built from sort of little puzzle pieces, musical pieces, where one guitar will play a scratchy rhythm part like a percussion instrument, sometimes sounding like a snare drum or like a washboard, maracas, just, you know, for a steady rhythm or a syncopated rhythm. And then you'll have a guitar part that plays a low melodic figure, different from the bass part. And all of these little pieces get put together to create an overall sound and the interlocking rhythmic patterns that make the music interesting. Another thing about guitar styles in reggae is there are some effects that you hear oftentimes. Very often you just hear a straight guitar, and basically it's almost always a clean guitar tone. But there are occasions where you'll hear a wah-wah pedal, or you'll hear a phase shifter, and oftentimes you'll hear an echo pedal for a certain device, as a device for certain effects and songs. So I'm going to show you examples of all those things in this lesson. All right, let's start off with just a look at the very basic rhythmic guitar style that you hear in reggae. As I said, oftentimes the guitar is relegated to a percussive role. And that's one of the important elements it fulfills in the music. So let's just start with one chord. I'm going to start with a B minor chord, and I'm going to play a rhythm part in a reggae style, and then I'm going to show you what makes it have a reggae sound. All right, so I'm holding a B minor shape, just on the top 4 strings, and you'll hear chord voicings in reggae a lot of times just on the top strings because you want them to stand out with a high sound, because the bass line is going to oftentimes be playing a melodic type line, or you'll have a guitar part that's playing a similar melodic line. Something like that. So you want the contrast, and that's why the basic rhythm part generally will be on the top strings with a higher sound. So what I'm doing is so if this is the beat, 3, 4, you've got 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and for the first 2/16, it's just dead string hits where I'm muting the strings by not pressing them all the way down to the fretboard. And then I'll squeeze the chord. So I'm going down up on dead strings and then down up on the chordal hit. And I actually release pressure with the fingers so that it will be as staccato a sound as possible, meaning that it's as short as possible. And reggae guitar players will often pick in a different place. To get a different quality, or strum with their fingers. Again, to get a different quality.